what were y'all talking about? Like, this is not good. Alright, you guys, so welcome back to my channel. I do have a little bit of a different video today, and basically I do want to share with you some products that I bought because of the hype around it, but when I actually tried it, it just wasn't my favorite product out there. And honestly, they just sit in my makeup collection. I want to share with you guys what they are, because I know sometimes like the hype is so real that like you feed into it, and then when you get the product, you're just a little bit disappointed. So with that being said, you want to see what these products are, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump right to the video. Okay, so starting with the first product, I do have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I know you guys are probably thinking like, Chi, why is it all the way down there if you don't really like it? And to be honest, I've tried to find different ways over the years to use it, and I just never gravitate towards it when it comes to like actually spraying my face or setting my face or anything like that. I've tried it as a primer, I've tried it as a setting spray, and to me it just doesn't do anything. And the name Primer Water, I feel like it's really just water in a bottle, just being honest, because every time I put it on my skin, I just don't notice a difference. So funny enough, I will say when it comes to primer water, what I typically do is I grab my sponge and I use it to like wet my sponges or make my eyeshadow a little bit more metallic. But you know, as an actual face primer or setting spray, I don't touch this at all. So for those out there, let me know down below what it does for you, because I'm honestly interested. I have tried this a lot, you guys. Like I've had this for like a year or two now, and I just don't ever use it on my face. So let me know what it does for you guys out there. Now moving on to this next item, I do have the Naked Skin by Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and I have it in the shade Dark Golden. All right, so when this first came out, everyone and their mother literally went out and bought this concealer, because I mean, everybody out there was talking about it. So just like everybody else, I went out and I got it myself, and I tried it for about 2 months till I realized like, Chi, like what is it actually doing for you? Because when it comes to my concealers, I love it to be very creamy, give me a little bit of coverage but not cakey on my skin. When I put this on, it wasn't a bad concealer, but at the same time I didn't love it. So I sat there and thought, like, you know, what is it that everybody loves about this concealer? Because to be honest, it just didn't do anything, you know, better than a drugstore concealer. And it's not a bad thing at all, but at the same time, you know, when you spend money on high-end concealers, I expect for it to be a little bit different, you know, than other average concealers out there. So with this, it's not a terrible product, but at the same time, I don't know why everybody went crazy. That's just basically it. And honestly, when it comes to this concealer, let me know down below if you do love it, the reason why, because I'm honestly interested. It's not a bad concealer at all, you guys. I mean, this one here is old, like 2.5 years old. But let me know down below why you love it instead. And yeah, just prove me wrong in the comments. All right, so moving on to the next one, I do have the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter. Y'all know this went crazy everywhere, okay? Everybody was using it. And funny enough, I always have this story to tell when it comes to this highlighter, because I went to the store at Ulta, I picked it up, I was so excited. I wore it for about 3 days, and I remember my boyfriend seeing me. It was like Christmas vacation when I was in college, so I just saw him, and he pointed out, he was like, what is that streak like on your face? I'm like, is there something on my face, like a hair? Like, what is on my face? Like, what are you talking about? He was like, no, like a streak on your face. So I didn't know what he was talking about. I just kept going about my day. Then he came a little bit closer and was like, Chi, like there's something like on your face. And I realized it was a highlighter, because with this, I don't know what it is. The undertone is a little bit too icy for my skin tone. At first, when I saw it, I just thought that it will be universal and fit everybody out there. But with this, on darker skin tones, it may work for somebody else out there. But for me, I remember it was just way too icy on my skin. But you guys also know that I do makeup on clients, so I love it for those who are lighter than me. But I will give you guys a quick swatch of it so y'all can see what it looks like on the skin. Like, it is not bad at all. I feel like I can work with it, but at the same time, I've tried it so many times and it never looked great on my skin. Like, it just sat on top of my skin instead of melting right in, because this highlighter that I have on, y'all can tell like this looks very skin-like, whereas with this, it kind of just sits on top of my skin. Now this next one kind of hurt me a little bit, because I just heard so many positive reviews about it, and like I told y'all before, everyone's skin is different, so everyone's opinion is different at the same time. But it's the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and it's supposed to be a dupe of the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Now with that product, I will say when I tried it on, or you know, got a sample of it, the Tatcha one, I really didn't like it on my skin, just being honest. It was just a little bit too greasy for me. And with this, I felt the same exact way because I do have the original version and the matte version, and they just, I don't know, something about the texture of it I don't like on my skin. So it is a putty primer, and all you have to do is take a little bit and apply it on your skin. But for those who are oily, I feel like with this type of texture, it doesn't work best for my skin. And I do believe it is a silicone primer at the same time, so I just know I really don't like those are silicone. But it does feel great on the skin. I just know when I put it on my skin and I apply my foundation on top, throughout the day I noticed that I got very oily. My skin felt like very greasy. But I do know a lot of people out there like it. So maybe it depends on your skin type. If you have dry skin, I feel like you love this. Now, if you have oily skin, I don't know. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I'm really sad because these are $6 and I wanted to love them, but that wasn't the case. So I actually have 2 more products left, and actually one of them I don't have in front of me because I did give it away. It's a Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and I know a lot of people out there love that powder. I did try for about 2 months, and it just didn't give me that smoothing effect that everybody was talking about and raving about. I did put it on my skin. I was like, you know what, it set my foundation, but like, what am I supposed to look for? Maybe I'm just not doing it right, but then again, it's a powder. You just set your face and move on. So I don't know what it is. I feel terrible because I want to be a part of that train, but to me it was just a regular powder. It didn't do anything for my skin, so that's that. Now, this last item, I am so sad it's even in this category. You know what it is? I told y'all before, I love the formula. It's just the color, okay? If she came out with more colors, I wouldn't have a problem. It is the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. I got it in the shade Chocolate number 6. A lot of people out there who do have like the perfect bronzer shade for them, they love this bronzer. It's perfect on their skin. I saw Alyssa Ashley's video as well, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. Like the color she chose, I believe it was Teddy, I believe. It just gave her like a very warm just tone on the skin. It looked absolutely beautiful. But for me with this, it looked great on my skin. And I've tried it with a brush and a sponge as well, and I'm just getting the same effect. I'm not sure why they call this a bronzer, because to be honest, it is a contour. And a lot of you guys out there do agree. Like I mentioned before, in the packaging it looks very dark and rich, but when you swatch it on your skin, it is gray. And I will attach my video up above so y'all can see what I mean. So it's just sad because like the formula is bomb, like it melts into your skin literally like butter, but the shade itself is just a little bit off. I'm just saying, Fenty, if y'all came out with a couple more shades, trust me, we'll be good to go. All right, so those were all the products I did want to share with you guys. And also, if some of these products are your favorites, please do not be mad at me, because everyone's skin out there is different, so we will have different opinions as well. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe before you do leave, and I'll see you guys in my next one.